Hello everybody, how are you all keeping? It's been a while since I made a video. If you're wondering what this lovely thing is here, it's my neck. I think they're called neck gaiters or snoods. Face covering, very handy to save you putting a mask on and off your ears every 5 seconds. I found these things very handy. Just leave them around your neck and you can put them up and down whenever you want. I wanted to make this video today because I wanted to just let people know about something that's been going on in the last couple of months in my own life. Nothing important or anything like that. Just on a personal level for me, it's very important, and it's my training in the last couple of months has been honest to God, it's been absolutely exemplary. Like a switch flicked in my head. I don't know what happened. Maybe it was the coronavirus pandemic, or maybe it was not being at home or missing home too much, or I don't know what it was. I was listening to a few people recently, David Goggins and a few other really motivational people, and it's after just seriously sparking my arse into action. Like, I was training before, I was losing lots of weight, I was doing everything right, but I wasn't really, I just thought I was. I was doing enough to lose weight, and but I never really truly believed I could keep it off, or I didn't even think about that far down the line, but now I am thinking about that sort of stuff. And for the last 3 or 4 months, my training has been, honest to God, I just can't. I've been so disciplined. My self-motivation is absolutely crazy. So usually when something like that happens for me, I always think, it'll die down after a week or 2 or 3 weeks, maybe a month, God knows how long, but it will eventually die down. You get a spurt, you get sort of a little bit of inspiration, you're like, oh my God, I'd love to do that, and then eventually it goes away. It happens to everybody all of the time, regularly. So for me, I thought that would happen, but no, it hasn't happened. And if anything, as the days and weeks go on, I'm getting more determined. It's not that I want to lose a certain amount of weight. Obviously I'm going to lose weight, and I am losing weight as I go along. It's not even that I want to look good or look healthy. They're obviously two great benefits, advantages as well. This is just on a personal level. I can't really explain what I'm trying to do, but I want to get as fit and as fast as I possibly can. That's it. I just want to get as fit and as fast as I possibly can. I don't have any agenda. I have no ulterior motive. That's all I want to do. I want to get as fit and as fast as possibly I can. So one of the things as well that I've thought about, I'll try to keep this video short, hopefully less than 7 or 8 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, I'll see. One thing I wanted to that kind of got me going as well was, I spoke about this recently to a couple of people, so I'll just let you all know now as well. Throughout my whole life, my teenage years and up into my early 20s and mid 20s and all that sort of stuff, I had a very addictive personality. I really did. I dabbled in drugs. I wouldn't say I was addicted to drugs, but they certainly took a hold of me for a few years. What else? Drink alcohol. I wouldn't say I was addicted, just because I actually didn't like the act of drinking. I hate drinking, but I was doing it so much, a crazy amount of drinking, that it probably wouldn't have been too long before I was addicted to that. So there are two things I am absolutely addicted to, 100%. I'm not ashamed to say it. Food. I was definitely addicted to food, because I was eating comfort foods daily. Like every single day, twice a day sometimes, getting takeaways on the way home from the pub, getting food, then getting a delivery when I'm at home, eating crazy amounts of stupid food, thousands upon thousands of calories a day, no exercise. So I was definitely addicted to food. I still am addicted to food, I think, but I'm able to manage it better now. And then I was also addicted to 100%, I was addicted to gambling. I lost my life gambling. Anyone that knows me personally or knows me very well. I had some help from a few people over the years that got me out of shit, and I'm very grateful, but I was addicted to gambling. There was a period for 5 or 6 years, I don't know how many years, but for a number of years, there was a period where I didn't go a single day without having a bet. Not even one day. 7 days a week, 365 days a year, I'd have a bet on. Sometimes 50 euros, sometimes 100 euros. If I was in a bad mood, I could, God knows where I'd get the money, and I'd put 200, 300 euros on something. I'm not like that anymore, thank God, and I did fuck up my life, to be honest with you, but earlier on in my life I did mess it up, but I'm not like that anymore, and I'm so grateful I'm not like that. So it's been very hard work to get to this point. I haven't had a bet in I don't know how long. My food is under control. I don't drink anymore really at all. Have a couple of pints every now and again, very, very little. And drugs, I haven't touched drugs in I don't know how long, in years. Apart from cannabis, sorry, I am smoking. I smoke a bit of weed every now and again, but in terms of hard drugs, cocaine or anything like that, no, I haven't touched that in years. So that's my story so far. What I always thought was, because I was addicted to stuff, that my addictive personality, I tried to hide it away and tried to shun it away. So I always ignored the fact that I had an addictive personality, because I was always scared of what might happen. But a few months ago, I was just thinking about it, and I saw a video online, and like someone was saying, if you're addicted to something, or if you have an addictive personality, maybe you could use that in a good way. Then it got me thinking, like, Jesus, yeah, like if I am addicted, because I know anything I try or anything I do or anything that tastes good or feels good for human beings, even though it's bad, I want to do it as much as possible, get as much of it into my system as I can, do it a ridiculous amount. I have been doing that, but I always just sort of thought that being addicted to something was necessarily a bad thing, and I just sort of hid it away. When I heard this video saying that maybe you shouldn't be, you could use your addictive personality in a good way, then I started thinking, what if I get addicted to training? What if I use my addictive personality and I implement it, I substitute it from my bad way of life into my good way of life, because it's always there. The personality is never going to change, I don't think. Unless God knows if I had sessions with a shrink or something, but I don't know why I'm like this, but that's the way I always was. So rather than trying to hide it away and fight that, I took it, and after implementing it in this part of my life, which is training daily, eating correctly, getting enough sleep, everything I'm doing now, it's like I'm like an Olympian, honest to God. Obviously I'm not doing what they're doing, but in terms of my hard work and my determination, I really am on a different level right now. So I'm taking my addictive personality and I'm trying to use it in a good way, and what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to go from being addicted to drugs, alcohol, drink and food, to eliminating all of that, and now I'm trying to be addicted to training and eating and getting fit and getting healthy and having good self-talk and self-motivation. Recently I've started doing yoga, I've started meditating. I know some of you might find that funny, and I probably would have found that funny as well when I was back in Ireland. I'd make a skit out of people, or I'd make a laugh out of people. But the yoga is after helping me a lot it's after obviously just helping me physically. I'm able to move a lot more and a lot better and stretching a lot more. Meditating is after helping me an awful lot as well. I had downloaded a couple of apps and I got a couple of books. I'm learning about my mind. I'm trying to learn about my own mind, how to master my mind. I'm not even 1% of the way through this yet, but I'm just starting to learn. The fact that I'm even learning now anyways is a good sign. So that's all my story right now. I'm currently down on the pitch here because I have another training session coming up. It's cockcrow here in Toronto. The sun is coming up in a few minutes. So that's my story. I want to get as fast, I want to get as fit as I possibly can. The way I'm going to do that, I want to keep the video shorter than 10 minutes, so I'll speed this up now. The way I'm going to do that is I want to be able to run a 10 kilometers in less than 50 minutes. That's my goal so far. That was my goal when I first started training as well. I never got there. I got down to very close to that, but right now I want to do a 10 kilometers in less than 50 minutes. So I'm training for that for the last number of weeks. I've been following a training program. I'm doing tempo runs, I'm doing longer runs. Right now, this morning, I'm doing intervals where I run a kilometer in less than 5 minutes and then I take a 2-minute rest. Then I do another kilometer in less than 5 minutes and take a 2-minute rest. I have to do that 10 times. So I'm looking for a little bit of help as well. If there's anyone out there, any trainers or any running instructors out there that sees this video, potentially if you want to get in contact with me and give me some pointers or some guidelines, anything I've done so far up to now. I have worked with a couple of trainers in the past, but I didn't really have the money, or my head wasn't in it right. So I'm looking just to see if anyone out there, I don't have any money now either, so you can swing for it if you're looking for any money off me. But it might be good for me because obviously it'll get me faster, but it might be good for you too, because I'm willing to do what anybody tells me. I'm really so focused on getting this right. I'm just seeing people walking on the streets. I'm seeing like really elderly people that are barely able to move. I'm seeing people in wheelchairs. I'm seeing people that are paraplegic and all this sort of stuff. I'm thinking, oh my God, what am I doing? What am I doing to my body? Do you know what I mean? What am I doing? That could be me any day of the week. I could be in an accident. I could die. God knows what's going to happen to me. So I really want to take my able body and I want to put it to the test, and I want to try and get as fit as I possibly can. So if there's any training instructors out there that would be interested in helping me, If you tell me what to eat, I'll eat what you say. If you tell me what way to run, I'll do what you say. As I said, anything I've done in the past up to this point is just stuff I've learned myself. I've never really followed a training program apart from the last few weeks, so I don't know anything about programs or proper training routines, when to take recovery days. I know nothing like that. So everything I'm doing so far is guesswork, but it seems to be working to get me to this level, but I want to take it to another level. I want to up it a gear. So if there's anyone out there who'd like to see my run, I can record myself and show you what my stride is like, what my cadence is like. I know it's probably terrible. Anyone wants to advise me when to take recovery days, what I should be eating, you know, like what types of runs to do, I'm all ears. I listen to anyone's advice, genuinely. Please contact me. Obviously, if nobody contacts me or if no running instructor sees this, then so be it. I'll still do it anyway, but I'm just putting that out there in case anyone wants to help out. So that's my story, lads. I was a fat waste of a human, in my opinion. I know lots of people don't think that, but I was a waste in my body, waste in my life. I was a slob. Now I'm starting to get fit, I'm starting to get healthy, and I'm not looking back. End of story. So that's it. I'll talk to you very soon. Won't fit, get fit. Over and out.